Welcome to Code and College Life. In this podcast, me and my fellow computer science buddies will take you through the ups and downs of being a college student in the tech world. We'll chat about late night coding, caffeine fueled study sessions, and the challenges of pursuing a computer science degree. So grab your headphones, a cup of coffee, and let's dive into the college journey of computer science students. Everyone, I'm Kirk Gabriel, your host for today, and I'm super excited to embark on this tech filled journey with everyone. I've been coding since I could type, and college life has been a roller coaster of algorithms, deadlines, and occasional tech related existential crises. But hey, we're here to share our experiences, learn together, and maybe even have a few laughs along the way. So, without further ado, let's introduce our amazing co host and dive right into the world of code and college life.
Hello everyone, I am your co-host, I am Philip, and today we will be joined by our two guests. So let's welcome Benz and Joseph.
So, hi everyone, I am Benzi, a first year freshman at the University of Mindanao, taking a course of Bachelor in Science major in Computer Science.
Hello everyone, I am Joseph Stewart de Mejos, a fellow first year student of computer science in UM.
So, let me start off. What motivated you to pursue a degree in computer science, and how did your expectations match up with the reality of your first year?
So, my motivation in taking the computer science is when I do my research in grade 12. So, this research is about creating an app in capturing a pest in a roses. So, that's the reason why I'm so fascinated in programming and I take a computer science program.
For me, my motivation will be my willingness to learn new things. I want to learn game development as well as make apps that can help people in the future. When the first day as a computer science student come, I was really shocked that we did not just tackle programming.
So thank you for your answer. So can you share some memorable moments or challenges you faced during your first semester as a computer science student?
So, my challenges I face when the first semester started is when we do coding. When I have only a bare knowledge about coding, and when I start the code, I always ended up in errors. But I'm lucky to have a friend that knows in code and help me in my problems so that I could finish my output.
For me, my memorable moments will be the first time we tackled programming. I felt so confused about the topic that we have discussed.
So, those first year's moments sure sound like a roller coaster. Speaking of challenges, can you share how you manage the delicate balance between coursework, coding projects, and social life?
So I balance my work by having a time limit to everything. I set up a time when will I do the work.
As for me, I balance the things by managing my time properly and by doing things one at a time to prevent the overloading of tasks.
So moving on, so can you describe a particularly challenging coding or programming assignment you encountered in your first year and how you tackled it?
So one of the challenge for me is when we do coding and do the circuit assignments in a breadboard. It's so very difficult to understand because there are some output there are some that I don't know, and our professor is barely teach us in coding.
As for me, the most challenging task for me will be the odd and even program. It is because everything is new to me and I have not yet tackled the operator that we have used.
So, tackling those assignments is really no small feat. Moving forward, what resources have you found the most helpful for learning and improving your coding skills outside of class?
As for me, the resources that have helped me in my college days will be YouTube and phone application about programming. I have learned a lot of additional things using these programs.
For me, the one that helped me is by watching YouTube like Mios, because some programmers teach about programming for that learners that who have who have bare knowledge about programming can learn from them.
Indeed, YouTube is very helpful. So, as everyone, we experience stress. How do you handle the stress of exams and deadlines, and what strategies have you developed for staying motivated?
In handling stress, I always pray into God so that I could survive, and time management to my works, because if you don't have time management, you always ended up stress.
As for me, I have handled these things by properly managing my time and doing things effectively. I always stay motivated by watching videos about useful programming applications.
So managing stress and staying motivated are vital skills. To wrap things up, looking back on your journey, what advice would you give to incoming first year computer science students to help them thrive in college?
My advice to the future first year students who will taking computer science is advanced study. It will be very helpful if you advance study the computer science, because there in college there's so many surprises and you will face all of them.
Um, for me, my only advice will be to brace yourself for the task ahead. Better prepare a time plan to do things effectively to avoid being flooded by schoolwork.
So, thank you. So, that would be all. So, thanks for sharing your valuable time and answering our questions. So, this will be the end of our podcast. Once again, this is Philip, your host,
And I'm Kurt Gabriel, your co-host.
and stay tuned for our next episode.